Hello everyone, I am Tacit, and today I'm going to be going over the Gems of War Campaign 8, Week 7, Day 2. So today, of course, we'll be messing around with the faction that we have right over here, the Dark Pits faction, just for the little bit of loot that we always do. And maybe, question mark, we'll be getting version 6.2. I am not certain. It hasn't dropped yet, which probably means it's not dropping today, though probably will pretty soon. Normally it would be around this time, who knows, maybe it is still tonight and it's just going to be a little bit later in the night, but let's sure hope so. Of course, we'll go over that quite extensively. I was trying to go over it like right at the beginning of the stream, but I spammed the page where it would tell us, and I know it'll happen like 5 minutes after we start the stream regardless. Yeah, I was waiting a little bit at the beginning of the stream in hopes that the patch would be up like right when we started, so we could go straight into, you know, going over it. Though, knowing how we normally go about it, it's probably going to happen like literally a few minutes after we start to stream. So let's just start streaming, and hopefully we'll be good to go. Anyways, where should we even start right now? I might as well start with the might as well do Ward Event actually. Get these battle out of the way, because if it is going to drop any second now, this will be about that exact amount of time. So let's go start here, and then see after Ward Event if the patch is up or not. Start prepping your Explore 12s. Oh wait, did they buff Explore 12? I didn't actually read the spoilers on what is coming, so I actually don't know what's in the thing. I did know that there's a thread that kind of has info on it and all that. However, I made sure to specifically not look at it, just so I'd be kind of surprised by it when it actually happens. I do know that it exists, I just didn't actually read any of the changes. Obviously it's not up yet, the official patch notes aren't up, but once they are, we will go over them. If it's tonight, that is. Otherwise, we'll do it when it actually comes out. There's a good chance it's tonight, though. Does anyone have the patch yet? I'm pretty sure no one has the patch yet. Well, other than that Amazon thing, where it got leaked. As far as, like, any of the other official locations, pretty sure it's not anywhere yet. Not on mobile, not on PlayStation, not on any of the consoles, not on Steam. And obviously, we need to go be on Steam. But I'm refreshing their, or was. Actually, I don't have it up on my other computer right now. But I was refreshing the patch notes page, which is normally the first location that would have it. The other one that would be a giveaway is if we see the download on something like Steam. Though I did not see it when I just started up the game literal moments ago. So still not up yet. You're getting all boss fights but not fighting them. Interesting. We might need to start prepping them then if that's actually something important for next patch. I'm not sure why, but I assume it's some kind of buff to Explore 12. I sure hope so. Explore 12 needs a bit of a buff. I would love for Explore 12 to be more, a bit more viable. What's the Amazon leak? Oh, pretty much the entire patch got leaked on the forum. As far as what's in it. I didn't bother reading it, though. Though I do know it exists. Which is kind of funny, because I actually called it on Sunday night. I said, we should be getting, like, a patch, like, any day now. It's like, oh, there it is. Yeah, it's on the forums, all the changes with it. I made sure specifically not to read it yet, though. I'll read the official post, though, whenever it comes up. If it's going to come up today, I sure hope it will. Because there's no point in prepping all of our Explore if it's a mechanic for it, then, unless it's actually going to be tonight. But we might start prepping it, we'll see. If it is indeed getting a buff of any kind. Yeah, it's probably not intended to release today, which would be unfortunate. It's definitely releasing pretty soon, and I would kind of expect it to be like very, very soon, because they're going to be busy next week with Puzzle Quest 3, because unless they're changing the date, I believe exactly 1 week from today is the Puzzle Quest 3 launch on Steam, which I haven't played for like the last month. But Puzzle Quest 3's launch, I'm pretty sure, is in exactly a week from now. So it'd be kind of weird if they didn't do the patch today, because that means they'd be doing a patch for Gems of War at the same time that they're basically releasing Puzzle Quest 3. And that seems like a big headache for them to have to deal with both simultaneously, compared to doing Gems of War this week and then the other thing next week. So there might not be a patch. Normally it would be up by now as well, so there might not be a patch today. But we'll see. It's definitely not impossible. I got Dark Pits, Pure Faction 500 done. Nice. It was really fun. You were surprised. Yeah, it's not one of the super annoying ones. It has an okay tank. It has decent damage. It has a mana accumulator that isn't bad. It's not the easiest one, but it's like in the dead center of average. So luckily it's not too bad. Look at all the Marilifs. Eventually it's just going to be a bunch of Marilif. Marilif and Tagaraki, I'm not sure why, but I love saying their names. Like, out of any troops in the entire game, they're definitely my favorite two in the entire game to say. It's not even close. Doesn't matter which one of these we take, so we'll just grab either one. Probably no Valraven here, so this is probably the last battle we get. But yeah, I would assume at this point there's no patch today. Unfortunately. That's funny, Isabel. Yeah, if I have time, I think I'm going to try streaming on Thursday as well as this weekend. It's just hard to do midday streams when they're making so much noise during the day. They weren't that loud today, though, even though they were here the entire day. They've actually been a bit quieter. Though I wonder if they have been just because the neighbors complained like so much last Sunday. That they were nearly going to call the cops. So they were kind of taking, like, I guess some precautions here and there to kind of stay a bit quieter when they can. Let's see. Take this one down. You would like it spoiled? Does someone have the link? I might actually go over it as well. I might as well. Because I haven't actually looked at it, so we can go over it on stream. If we're not going to get the patch, at least we can talk about the patch. But if anyone has the link, I'll just go copy paste it as well and go to it. Actually, I could probably just get to it manually. I know where it is. It's just searching through this tab for whatever reason. Their website is completely broken. But yeah, we can go over next patch. I haven't actually looked at any of it yet, so it'd also be the first time I'm looking at any of it. Because if we're not actually getting the patch today, I might as well go over what's in the patch today, if nothing else. Or at least what's likely to be in the patch, given that it got leaked. Let me just clear out dungeons real quick, and then we'll go over next patch, regardless of if it's coming out today or not. But yeah, I'll go over it in like a few minutes. Because if we're not getting the patch, we can at least go over what's in it, if nothing else. A little patch spoilers. Oh, don't revive off of 25%. Oh, and you took away my skulls. There we go, though. I didn't even say hello to everyone yet. Let me go do that. Let's see, because once I start reading the patch notes, we'll be invested in that. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Mr. Hello, Gimli. Hello, Bill. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Michael. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Imperial. Hello, Jason. Hello, Rogian. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Imperial. Hello, Michael. Hello, Crisp. Hello, George. I almost said Gregory. Hello, Roman. Hello, Venged. Hello, Defiant. Hello, Barbara. Hello, hello, Clip Bomb. Hello, Michael. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's go clear out this battle, and then we'll go over the patch notes, or the kind of patch notes, the ones that got leaked. Spoil everything. All right, let's go over to the website real quick. So if we go over to, yeah, I need a little tab thing. If we go over to a tab, go use Steam's weird thing to get there, the browser internally. Go to gemsofwar.com. While we're here, let's check the patch notes section. Nope, still no patch. So yeah, we're probably not getting one if it's not there by now. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, when going through here, the forum page is still broken. However, if I type in Amazon here and change the filter to most recent, we should be able to break past the broken page. I'm looking for... Oh, wait, I have to click search first and then do it by latest post. And Amazon releasing 6-point patch notes early. Here we go. Okay, so here are the patch notes all the way up here. Unless they got deleted from the devs. So hopefully it's still up right here. Why isn't it not moving? Oh, because that is the top. There it is. Okay, so here are the patch notes. Oh, we do have it in other text? Oh, I'm going to have to read it from here, apparently. Okay, so we're going to have to read it from this image. If we're going to do that, though, copy link address. Let me make it a little bit bigger, because I believe it can zoom in if I do it this way. So if I do this, and then... Oh, no, I can't zoom in. That's the biggest we can get it. Anyways, so what's new in version 6.2? Uncover a new patch to adventure, or new path to adventure as you seek out the Secret Horde in Gems of War's first major update of 2022. Start your journey today. What's new? The Adventure's Path. We're introducing a new feature to help new and early players start their journeys. That's pretty cool. New adventures level up along the path. You'll uncover new modes gradually and earn valuable rewards. Oh, cool. So they might be getting rid of that really arbitrary unlock system off the kingdoms, and instead you'll get it off this new path system. That'll probably be very obvious what you need to do, so that's pretty cool. So that's good for new players. A new hero pass to get rewards for completing the adventure's path. More game modes are unlocked. You'll receive additional rewards. Existing players can also purchase the pass for instant rewards based on their progress. New quest type, world quests. Discover more about Gems of War, world, and heroes through world quests. These quests will introduce the new modes and features to early players. Expect more additions to this new system in the future. Let's see. Mimics Invade Explore mode. We've added more surprises to exploration, as mimics now have a chance to show up and replace the boss chests. Defeat the mimic for greater rewards, and find the horde mimic to uncover the true riches. Interesting. So that's why doing explore up to that point might be worth it. Though you'd probably have to beat it before it renders the boss, because if you do it up to the point where your boss is already at that battle, you'd have to do it one battle before the boss even starts. Otherwise, the troops that are there are already predetermined, if I'm not mistaken. So they likely would not get replaced with mimics. So you'd have to do it right before one battle before you hit the boss if you're going to queue up every single Explorer for that purpose. So that's probably why people said to go do Explorer. Additional optimizations and bug fixes out of this patch. And for more info, questions, and support, visit our forums, which they still have not posted the patch notes officially. Because over here is the patch notes. This is normally the first location that gets it, and it is not here currently. Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to see the full patch notes to fully understand some of this, though, of course, because this is like a very brief kind of excerpt from it. Though I'm curious how strong those mimics might end up being overall, as far as the loot and everything from them. Interesting. So Explorer 12 is definitely going to be more enticing, so that's cool. Make our daily Explore grind a little bit more exciting. Anyways, we did that. I guess we could do the faction event now. I mean, yeah, faction. So, of course, we do have Dark Pits going on today. Actually, I'll probably just grab the team we mentioned during the video. Mentioned two, the Rowan team and the other Rowan team. The Guards Avatar Rowan team and the actual Rowan team. But we will go the Guards Avatar route because you can't use a standard Rowan for this. So this actually will be slightly quicker if you have it. Though it does require Guards Avatar. I mean, yeah, Guards Avatar. That's his name. Anyways, let's get into it. Actually, I should probably just change down to armor. Go down the post to see more. Oh, wait, was there more? Okay, hold up. I didn't realize there was more than that. Let's see. Where's the more? How far down is more? Let's see. So there's that. Let's see. What do you know what post number it is? Because I can just go directly to it. It shows the loot. Okay, which one? I'm trying to get there. Trying to. Horde Mimic. Oh wait, it's an actual troop. Interesting. Let's see. Defeat it for 5 times rewards? Wait, what? Oh no, it's a Mythic Horde Mimic. These are rare and dangerous. Defeat it for 5 times rewards. Interesting. Oh, I see. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I just realized. Yeah, that. Okay. So you got the Horde Mimic as one of them, and 5 times, yeah. So that means you could get 15 tokens when you see it. That's a lot of token. Imagine if you hit Nish off of that. That's a lot of value. Is that the screenshot you were talking about? That's a lot of value. Is there a different one? But yeah, 5 times rewards occasionally. Though I believe there's 2 different rarities of them, isn't there? Scroll back up. That was the 5 times. Yeah, I saw the 5 times tokens thing. We were just looking at it. Stream delay possibly though. But yeah, I see which one you were probably referring to. We were just looking at it. Alright, interesting. But that's a lot of loot. I wonder if the other one does 3 times rewards. Because it seemed like there's 2 different mimics. I know, that's basically half a medal for a single drop. Or technically slightly more than half a medal. Imagine if you hit 3 Nishas off of that. And got 15 Nisha tokens. Okay, the other one is 2 times? Okay, that makes sense. That sounds about right. I wonder how common the mythic one is, though. Also, apparently, it seems to be a mythic troop as well, which is kind of interesting. Like, just randomly getting a mythic troop like that. I hope it's not like Cedric, where you just get buried in a billion of them. Like, I hope it's not so rare that it'll take us more than, like, 10 hours to grind. But I also hope it's not so common that, it drops, like, every other time. Because I know Cedric's drop table in Vault Keys is just way too common. Or at least make it so it's not in a drop table anymore. Like, you can keep it that common, but it needs to be removed from the drop table when you have it fully maxed. Like, 4 copies fully maxed. They did that for seal keys. They could do it for other things. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see next patch then. Because it seems like one of the main things it's doing, at least for endgame players, is it makes Explore 12 actually worthwhile more than it ever has been. Like, it was already kind of decent value, but now Explore 12 is literally going to be the most valuable location to ever farm in the entire game, and it's not even close. Like, you can quite literally get, well, I wouldn't say like multiple times more, but you're probably overall per hour. We don't know exactly how common they are yet, though. But you're probably getting like 33% more tokens per hour, maybe even more, maybe close to 50%. It really just depends how common the 2 mimics are. Because if they're super uncommon, then it might not make that big of a difference. But depending on how common they are, it could be at least a 50% increase to how many medals you can get from Explore. Because obviously the 5 times and the 2 times isn't going to happen every single time. That'd be cool if we actually had a weekend event for it as well. Instead of like an arena event, have a like kind of like how gnomes are like slightly hard to find when it's not a vault event. But then like they are like super easy to find during a certain weekend or, you know, vault event weekends. That'd be cool if they did the same exact thing for Explore. Where like, yeah, they're kind of slightly rare when you're doing it, not during it. But when it is during a special weekend, you just get like flooded with them. That'd be actually a really fun weekend to grind. Because currently, with the way that Vault Weekends are set up, you grind very weak battles. Whereas you'd actually grind very hard battles if you were to do it on Explore 12. Or at least harder, or at least comparatively to doing Vault Weekends. Also, did I not buy the enchant yet? I'm like, wait, why is my mana feeling weird? We did not buy the enchant. I should probably go grab that. This is one that is set up in a way that you might end up getting enough. Yeah, I know. That's why I thought it would be today. I really thought the patch would be today because they're launching Puzzle Quest 3 next week. So if they're going to do a Gems of War patch and launch Puzzle Quest 3 at the same time, that seems like a very bad idea. Like an exceedingly bad idea. Which is why I thought the patch would be today. Unless they're not launching on Steam the exact first week. But I thought they were. I'm not sure. Yeah, it will be coming out to iOS devices. I don't believe it's coming out to... I'm actually not 100% sure if it's coming out to iOS devices on that exact day. It might be. It might be launching on both Steam and iOS simultaneously. I know they had like a little mini beta on iOS. But I'm not sure if they're like fully launching it on iOS. I honestly have no clue. I just know that the Steam version's coming up at that time. But it might be iOS version as well. It's not 100% certain. You hope it's not as rare as Curse Gnomes? Oh gosh, yeah. That would be awful. Imagine if you got like 1 every 3 hours or something. That would be kind of bad. Hopefully it's a bit more common than that. Would sure hope it would be. So I wonder if they have a bunch of bugs in Gems of War and a bunch of bugs in Puzzle Quest 3, which ones they would prioritize. Though I don't think there's too many things in next patch that could really be broken based on what that little small changelog kind of mentioned that we we're just looking at for Gems of War. I never even looked at the 1.0 patch for Puzzle Quest 3. Did it make the grind any less worse? Like the daily grind? I know they added a speed option, so that alone probably helped it a lot. I'll probably check it out again in a couple days if they're going to be launching in a week. Because we'll be covering it a bit when it launches. I just hate playing it on phone compared to PC. And once the Steam version comes out, we'll be able to play it on PC again. How likely is that that many devs, other than artists, are seriously working on both projects at once? There's some amount. Also, oddly enough, the artists wouldn't be any that would be working on both. The main ones that are working on both are the people who manage the teams. Some of the people that do some of the coding, I believe, are working on both. As well as, like, community managers have overlap and a few other things like that. Also, lead developer's still the same for both as well. So it's at least half the same team. However, they have a few different people, at least, because anyone who's doing all the 3D models and all the rigging and everything for that, those are completely different people than what they have for Gems of War. I'm pretty sure the art assets are being done, actually, oddly enough, by a different group. That are actually, they're mostly just reusing a lot of assets from Gems of War, oddly enough. Like, ones that haven't been used as much. Actually, some of them were in Puzzle Quest 3 before they were in Gems of War. Like, some of those weekly icons that we have for those things, they just end up having there. They could also be from asset packs, too. Because they kind of look somewhat asset pack looking. Let's see, I'll take that down. But it has at least a 50% overlap for development team. At least the more public people anyways. And by 50% overlap, I mean like 50% of people who are working on Puzzle Quest 3 are working on Gems of War. To some capacity. Yeah, I was really hoping the patch would come out tonight. It still might, though if it doesn't within the next hour, it's definitely not happening today. Even if it doesn't happen in like the next 20 minutes or so, it's probably not happening today. Unless they're just releasing it really late today for whatever reason. Normally it's up way earlier though. By way earlier, I mean like 30 minutes ago. Like if it would have been out today, at least one platform would have already had it up by now. Other than the Amazon leak. Oh, so did I ever forget to remember to go back to ARM? No, I did not. I mention it now because it's actually relevant that we switch to it soon. So let me go do that. Need that armor. Guard's Avatar does more overall damage if it has armor buff rather than magic buff. Ruin's the same way. It gets more of an overall ratio of damage. You also get the benefit of having that durability as well onto your entire team. Which for Ruin builds doesn't matter as much, but for this build, matters a little bit more. I guess it kind of matters for Ruin build as well. Because you always have a tank in front of it normally. It's not like you would ever have Ruin in first slot. Hey, they would fix the one that makes money first, that's true. Very true. I might just take the tier 5. It's treasure room tier 5, but it's a good effect. Def mark. A little bit of def touch. Not like we're really gonna need it though. Still one of the better effects for any of the positive treasure rooms though. Especially if you're doing pure faction 500. We just can just randomly kill stuff. As long as they don't have immune in the final fight. Which is always pretty convenient. I probably shouldn't have taken that. We actually got less mana though. That's enough mana at least. I still find that really weird if they're going to do the patch next week, though. Which almost makes me think the patch is going to be like 2 weeks from now. But it would have to be next week if it's not this week, though. It just seems kind of weird if they're going to be launching a game and a patch at the same time. Oh, also, that one puzzle game, that one Scrabble-like game that I was kind of looking forward to, that one indie one, it actually got delayed again. Instead of saying a March release, it now says a spring release. So I have no clue when it's launching. It was originally going to be January, then it was delayed to February, then it was delayed to March, and now it's delayed to sometime in spring. It literally just says spring 2022. Assuming it doesn't get delayed again, gosh. It's to distract from the hard nerfs from Puzzle Quest 3. Is it that bad? I didn't really look too much over the patch notes. Like, what could they have nerfed so hard? I don't know how they keep trying to make Puzzle Quest 3 worse, though. Like, almost every patch has made it worse than when it started. Which doesn't make much sense at all. Like, it was so flawed when it launched, but somehow every single patch has made it worse. Like, compared to where it is now, compared to where it started in basically its best form. Like, they could have just released it like that, and while it was still bad, it would have been less bad than it is now. Not sure how they managed to do that. Like, at least Gems of War, even though it keeps getting patches, some of which are questionable, I would overall say Gems of War now is better than what Gems of War was like 5 years ago, or something similar. But, I don't know, Puzzle Quest 3 just keeps getting worse with every patch. Oh no, there's still not a Fall Guys update yet. But if Fall Guys ever does, we will stream it again. It's just they've been a little content dry lately as well. They haven't had a mid-season patch. They haven't done a new patch if they're just going to skip the mid-season patch. They did do one small event for Valentine's Day, but I just did it off stream. It took like an hour. Wasn't much. It was just like a duos buddy kind of thing. And you got a cute little swan outfit for it. As well as a white and pink faceplate, which is actually pretty cool. But the mode wasn't really too interesting. It was just like basically a standard duos thing. I do feel like COVID has been affecting a lot of games though. I feel like a lot of games' progress have been so slow during COVID. Or maybe this is how games are now. But I'm pretty sure COVID has, like, something to do with it. Because I feel like almost every game is moving at a glacial pace in progress. Yeah, they were going to be adding a new level this season. But it hasn't actually launched yet. That's probably the next time we'll do a stream. They're adding some kind of new mode. Or maybe it's just a new course, I'm not sure exactly. But they're adding something. They even teased it during the actual patch itself. It's just not out yet. They haven't been playing Fall Guys nearly as much lately. Like, I used to do it, like, almost every single day just for, like, a little bit. And now I play it, like, maybe once a week for, like, a few matches. Or whenever they actually release something new that you have to, like, grind for. But normally it doesn't take longer than an hour to grind for it, normally. Still been buying all the cosmetics in there, though. And by buying, I mean getting them for free. Because similar to Gems of War, we have so many resources in that game that I could not play it a single time for, like, 2 or 3 years and still have enough to get literally everything that ever comes up in the shop. And that's pretty much the same thing with that other game. Where, I could literally just not play Fall Guys and we could still get every cosmetic they ever add. Just because we have so many resources in excess. Yeah, I'm curious to read the actual full patch notes for Gems of War. Because obviously the one we saw off the Amazon thing is only like a partial amount of the notes. It's definitely not the full notes that will be up when it actually launches. But it definitely seems, if it's not up by now, it's probably not coming tonight. I could check the thing real quick again. Where's the patch notes page? Oh, yeah, it's probably not coming tonight. It's either next week or the following week. I would assume next week if it's not today. It'd be very weird if it's 2 weeks from now. It's coming in one soon, TM. Very, very soon, TM. That's because we're a god at that game. We're definitely above average. We're not, like, exceedingly good, though. I'm also probably pretty rusty these days. Though still enough to win almost every time I log in. Though I also believe because the player base might be getting a little more casual, I'm not sure. Because I think a lot of the hardcore people in there might have kind of stopped playing a little bit here and there. Because their player numbers have kind of been going down as well. Still, like, really high for a game, but I think it's been going down to, like, 8,000 or so. Like, if I go check it right now, let me see. Their numbers are at, though it doesn't count, oh yeah, their numbers are only at 5,000. Gosh, Gems of War is going to pass it soon. Hold up, they're at, though that's not counting PlayStation. But still, they're only at 5,000, and you compare that to Gems of War right now, which is, like, obviously lower. But for a small game that almost no one knows, Gems of War is at 1,219, which isn't that bad. Obviously, that doesn't count mobile version or anything, or any of the consoles. It's just Steam numbers. So Gems of War is now at 1.4 for Fall Guys. So that's not that bad. Of course, that doesn't count any of the other platforms, just Steam. Yeah, but they've been taking a hit on numbers just because they haven't been doing anything. Like, Fall Guys have been super content dry lately. I didn't really notice it much the first several seasons, but this season it's definitely very noticeable. I wish there was a way to check how many people are playing a Nintendo game at any given time. I'm always curious, like, what the numbers might be. Like, how many might be playing the new Pokemon game at this exact moment in time. If I had to guess, I'm pretty sure the number would be somewhere around 50 to 100,000. Like, it would definitely be up there. Isn't a big new MMO coming out soon? I probably won't be even looking at it whatsoever. I'm pretty sure there is one in, like, the next month or so. That's a genre that I like, but I feel like they're way too much of a time investment. Same as most free-to-play games these days. They're so much of a time investment normally. That's a huge range I just threw out. I know, right? Well, I know it's sold like multiple millions of copies, so it's hard to tell. Like when Fall Guys sold as many as that, or a similar number in that time, or over a longer period of time, it hit as high as like 120,000. Just on Steam. There's no way it has over 1 million concurrent. Like, number sold, yes, it's way over 1 million. And probably almost close to 5 million. I'm not sure exact numbers. But as far as concurrent, I'm pretty sure it's not much above 100,000, if it even is. Actually, one game I was really surprised has like an absurd concurrent was that one that we played, that one like bullet hell looking one. I think right now it has like 30,000 concurrent, which is absolutely insane. Like something absolutely absurd. Like something super ridiculously absurd. It has 28,400 concurrent right now. That one Vampire Survivors game. I don't understand how it's that high. Because the game has like 10 hours of content max. It has like 28,000 concurrent right now. And has for probably about a week now. Which reminds me, I still never tried that one Yu-Gi-Oh game from like a month back. I was going to and then wasn't able to, and then we got into that Pokemon game and was never able to. Because I kind of want to still check it out, but I want to do it on stream when we first look at it. I'm just curious what its concurrent is right now. If I had to guess, it's probably under 5,000. Never mind, 71,000. Gosh, okay. I guess it's like the new definitive Yu-Gi-Oh game. That is a way higher number than I was expecting. 71,000? Gosh, I'm scared how pay to win that game is now. I had a feeling it might be, but now I'm like ultra concerned. Though we're probably not playing it long term, I just kind of wanted to check it out. Also, how do we get hit by double bots? We were doing pretty good not getting hit by like almost any. Now there's 2 of them. They're multiplying. You just got Legendary Wrath. Any ideas on teams? Oh, he's a really good skull spam one. If you happen to have it, though you might not have it laying around, he's really good with fully traded Possessed King because he gets 2 explodes every single time you take an extra turn, and you tend to get a lot of extra turn skulls. Aside from that, you can kind of use it with, oh, double purple. Purple eyes, there we go. Anyways, double purple. But anyways, you can use it with, well, let me go bring him up. But you normally want to use them with a Doom Skull converter if you can. Like anything that can create Doom Skulls. So anything that you have laying around, like a Glaceon or something similar, they can kind of synergize with them. But he transforms all blue to brown, yellow to skulls, and enrage all allies, and burns all enemies. So you can kind of use him with a triple damage burning. However, he's normally used in first slot for his final trait. He explodes 2 random gems when he deals skull damage. So any single skull you take while you have him in first slot will explode 2 gems from the board. This works really good with Doom Skull creators or Uber Doom Skull creators if you're running Yvandra, because you can end up, every single time you take any skull, you will end up getting 2 explosions, and those 2 explosions are normally going to chain into Doom Skulls or Uber Doom Skulls, and it's going to explode pretty much the entire board. I personally don't like using him, but he is a decently strong double converter, among one of the stronger ones. He's just really hit or miss on if he does a lot or just kind of backfires slightly, but he's really strong, so definitely worth building around. Okay, so we did pretty much all the things. I guess one thing we could technically try doing is prepping the Explorers. Though I almost want to do that slightly off stream because, I don't know, wouldn't that be kind of boring? If we did every single explore but then stopped right before the loot. So I'll probably try queuing it up off stream. What I will do though is do some normal explores where we don't end up stopping right before the loot. But I will probably go prep some of them, if not all of the kingdoms, for the next patch that's probably coming in a week or two. That's not the team I want. But I'm probably going to prep it off stream rather than on stream. Just because it probably wouldn't be too much fun to watch, just because we'd be stopping like literally right before every loot drop. Meaning we'd be doing an entire stream where we're not getting like any of the fun loot. Like whatsoever. So we'll probably pass on that. At least for on stream anyways. Show us how you're going to do it. I'm just going to be using this team, except do it in every kingdom. But stop right before the loot. Or I'd stop right before the final battle. So basically you'd stop at, when this battle says 3 out of 4, is when I would stop and do that for every kingdom. So basically we do 3 battles in every single kingdom to explore 12 with this exact team, and then stop. And then rinse and repeat that 33 times. Over and over and over again. Stopping at the 3 out of 4. So basically once you're on the 4th battle. Because you want to do that because if you do it any further, I believe it already pre-rolls what all the troops are. So you don't want to do that. Like you wouldn't want to be on the mini-boss. You'd want to be on the Explorer still. Because if you're already on the mini-boss, I am pretty sure it rolls what the troops are. And those new mimics probably would not replace them properly. So you want to make sure you stop right before it so that the new mimics can spawn over top of the new thing. And you just do that for every kingdom in the game, except whatever one you're farming currently, which for us is Golvania. So we do it to every kingdom except Golvania. But yeah, right here is where you would stop. Like at this exact point. And you would do that for every explorer. I don't know, I guess we could maybe do that on stream. It wouldn't take that. I don't know. Because it wouldn't actually be that long. I'll probably do it off stream though. But it wouldn't be that bad. But yeah, you'd want it to get to that exact point. You would not want to do the battle we're doing right now. But you would want to get every single kingdom to 3 out of 4. The reason you don't want to go any further than this is what happens when you do. Which I'll show as soon as we finish out this battle. Because if you go any further than this, once I can actually win. Because once you complete out this battle, what happens is the mini boss has appeared. And if you get to the screen, I don't believe you can roll a mimic in the next patch. Because I believe this is somewhat predetermined. And even if it's not, I'm pretty sure the mimics wouldn't propagate it properly. So you'd want to stop on exactly 3 out of 4 on every single kingdom. To make sure as soon as you hit the mini boss, it'll have a chance of being that new feature. But yeah, just stop at 3 out of 4 on every kingdom on Explore 12. I'll make sure to have that prepped for next patch. Or, you know, before next patch. But that's basically what you'd want to do. And you just do that for every kingdom in the game. Except whichever one you're farming on a regular basis, which in our case is a Golvania. Oh, sorry, why did I say 33 kingdoms? I mean 34 other kingdoms. I forgot there's 35 total now because of Nexus. So you would do it 34, 35 times across every kingdom. Until it says 3 out of 4. That's pretty much the best way to prep for next patch. I don't think there's anything else you would really need to do to prep for it. Just get the 3 out of 4 on every faction. I mean, why did I say faction? I meant 3 out of 4 on every Explorer, I mean. On Explorer 12. There's definitely no need to do that necessarily, but if you want to maximize your amount of loot that you're going to get the second the patch comes out, you probably want to. We definitely will be, just so we could show it for the stream when the patch does launch, because that'll be a lot of fun going through all of them. Yeah, we don't know when the patch will release. Realistically, it's next week's Tuesday or the following week's Tuesday. However, we don't know exactly when it will be. It's probably not today at this point. It's very likely not today. It's either 1 Tuesday or 2 Tuesdays from now. Either 1 week or 2 weeks. Does it have to be level 12 Explorer? No, it could be any level Explorer. However, the higher you go, the better loot you're going to be getting. So if you're capable of doing Explorer 12, it is advised doing it on Explorer 12. Because your loot will be less if you do it on anything that isn't Explorer 12. Because one of the main gimmicks is that you would end up getting the mimics, which would end up giving you more tokens. And you'll be getting rare tokens and a higher chance at 2 and 3 if you do the highest possible factions. I believe you also have a chance of getting the extra mythic mimic only if you do the mythic battle. And you'll hit more mythic battles if you're specifically doing on Explore 12 because you're getting a lot more shards back. You're getting around 70-something compared to the other ones that were giving less than 70-something. Do the Warhammer challenge. Complete all mini-boss battles, then just hammer Golvania 120 times. We will be doing a lot of Explore 12 going into next patch. We're definitely going to have to make an updated teams video for that for sure. It's just been a little bit hard to cover any guides this year, even though I've been wanting to cover a bunch more. I need to wait until the people who've been working on the house are just completely done. Because it's just so hard to record stuff when they're around. Because it'll just be like random, very loud noise like every several moments. Let's see, we'll take that over. I'll definitely have to make an updated Explore 12 video guide. Oh, this is my go-to one normally. There's plenty of builds that work though. Also, oddly enough, Scorpius build still works on Nexus. It has come in and out of meta, but it does still work in Nexus. I feel like, or not even feel, it definitely is slower than running this team. But it's a good change of pace, and it's not that much slower. It also doesn't require Zugoff, though it does require 2 mythics, which at this point is almost as much as Zugoff. Because Zugoff keeps getting increasingly easier to obtain. He's still not, like, super easy to get, but comparatively, he has gotten increasingly easier over time compared to when he first launched. Try that team? Oh yeah, let me go see what team you're using. Is it a triple damage burning team or something else? I assume it's triple damage burning in some kind of shape. Because Golvania has almost no immune to burning, so if you're doing it specifically in Golvania, you're likely using a burn team. Because it's pretty much like the go-to location for burn. I always liked this structure, personally. But I'll go check out the team. Let's see. I don't have a spare slot currently. Let's put over this. I already overwritten this earlier. Withering Staff. I used to use that on occasion. I don't feel like I use Withering Staff that much, even though it's a really good weapon. Marilith instead? Interesting. And obviously just use a Slayer. Oh, that one problem though. I just changed all my perks. Is it correct? Triple damage burning. Enrage. Siphon life. The red magic can also work. Fire starter. Soul. Chill and extra attack. Yep, that seems right. Alright, we can go try it real quick. Hey, it's the same premise. Just with a bit of a different mana accumulating method. Where we go all in on the Marilith. The Marilith. And basically full clear board. Do that. Scorpion, get the Zugoff. Get a Withering. And then we win. But yeah, it kind of gets the job done. I could see that being slightly quicker at times. It's dependent on Marilith reaching full mana. The likelihood Marilith's going to reach full mana is decently high, though not guaranteed. So it's almost better just to go for the mana there then. I just hope we can land a nice Writhing Staff. But I'm not sure why I don't use Writhing Staff as much these days. I used to use it a lot, but I feel like almost no teams I currently have built really utilize it much. Kind of like Rope Dart. Rope Dart's insanely good, but I feel like I don't use it nearly as much these days. Even though it hasn't gotten any worse. If anything, it's gotten even better. Yeah, this might be slightly quicker because you don't have to worry about Flamethrower's miss necessarily. Because mostly what you're doing with Flamethrower is getting back up your Zugoff so you can full board clear. Or, you know, full clear out the enemy. This might actually be slightly quicker. We'd have to time test that at some point. It's very close, but you enjoy it more. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a very minimal time difference with this overall. Because most battles will be determined without even needing to cast your weapon. More often than not, kind of like how that one just was. But yeah, I would have to time it to see if it's actually quicker. We're not going to do that right now, though, but I will use it, if nothing else, right now. Just to kind of see it, if nothing else. But I will properly time it, probably, at some point. Because there is a chance this is actually ever so slightly quicker. Only more so if you're in a kingdom like Golvania. If you're doing it on a generic kingdom, I feel like this will be slower. Because this one's a lot more dependent on them not being immune to burn. Because the Thrall one has much better mana looping. If you have to cast Zugaf multiple times. Whereas this one isn't as good at casting Zugaf a second time. Compared to a Thrall build. It still can, obviously. It's just a little bit less efficient at double cast Zugaf, but is better at getting more skulls on the board. But when you're doing like a kingdom that has like, let's say 5 immune to burns, getting double Zugaf's a bit more relevant. But specifically in Golvania, I could see this one being slightly quicker. Like quicker in Golvania, but slower in a kingdom that has like 5+ immunes to burn. Hey, we got a level this stream. Hey, did I never hand out a code yet? Let's go hand out a code. That seems like a nice milestone to go hand it out for. How did I not hand out a code yet? Let me go give you guys one. Oh, I don't have the code section open. That would explain why. One moment. I forgot the code. We might not have a patch, but we still got codes. Let's see. Click save. Put this over here. Find the code section. There it is. Put that in there. Put that in there. And we're good to go. Put that there. Copy the whole thing. And there's the redeem code used on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code will be found in your settings menu, whatever game says right over here. If it'll ever load. Right over there is where you put in for your invite code. Redeem code's right over there in chats. Copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with VEH. And it gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. There you guys go. And only usable in the PC mobile version of the game, of course. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. There you guys go. Let's go grab Tripio as well. Anyways, let's keep grinding. Want at least another chest. We haven't been getting anything too good tonight on chests. Though I'm really curious to see how exciting our chest will be once we get the patch. Because Explore 12 is definitely going to be a lot more fun next patch compared to what it is now. Like, I could see myself definitely grinding it a bit more than I normally do. Also, this is the first patch in a while where I believe they are not adding a new currency. Oddly enough. Surprisingly. Though I shouldn't jinx it too soon. Use this team for any other kingdom? Let me see. I just want to see. I don't think I'm actually going to use it because we're just sticking Golvania for right now. Interesting. I haven't been using Flask much. It's a really good weapon. Interesting. A double Phoenicia cast team. Where you feed it off of Finesse. I actually have not really bothered with too many Finesse Phoenicia builds. It's one of the main benefits that Phoenicia has over that other mythic. It's definitely an interesting composition. Oh, I didn't even realize it's 2/22/22. That's funny. It is 2/22/22. I didn't even notice that all day. But yeah, it is. And we're not going to get another one like that for a while. Actually, we never will. Never mind. Because you can't get all 3s. Hey, it's a special day today. I didn't even notice that. It's the all 2s holiday. The 2/22/22. But yeah, we're never going to have all the same number ever again. Because you can't have all threes. Because no month goes to 33 days. Happy Tuesday. Oh, that's funny. It's even Tuesday as well. Oh, that is really funny. It's a Tuesday with all twos. The only time that will ever happen ever. At least in our lifetimes. That's really funny. Yeah, I know. It's on a Tuesday too, which is just such a funny pun. I have no clue how I haven't noticed that all day. Yeah, technically it's all twos in 200 years. Though, yeah, I highly doubt we will be living that long. Unless technology and medicine gets very, very good exceedingly quick. Though that would be a kind of interesting premise if you could, like, upload your consciousness to technology at some point. Though that would still be kind of weird overall. Let's see. We'll throw that down. Because there's no way medicine's gonna get that good in the next, like, few decades. But technology kind of could. Like, I don't have high hopes for the medical field, given how COVID currently is. Like, if that's even capable to go on for multiple years, there's no way we're getting past, like, a 100 life expectancy, like, even remotely soon. Oh, you should be dead. Why aren't you not dead? There we go. That people who die can live in a simulation. What says we aren't in one already? The whole simulation theory. Or if we could eventually create one simulation that there's like infinite simulations out there and we could be one of those simulations. We currently haven't created such a thing in a proper way. But in theory, if you could create one, you could create infinite. And there's nothing to say that we wouldn't also be one. Well, I'm trying to only cast them once. It just sometimes the staff dies too quick if we don't get it off early enough. Because the Entangle backfires on it. Maybe I should cast Staff before I cast Zugoff. Do you cast Zugoff first or Staff first? Because I keep doing Staff first. I mean, I keep doing Zugoff first. Unless you actually cast Staff first. Because I'm always still going for Zugoff first. Well, in this situation, I will Staff. Just because Zugoff doesn't have mana. Oh, wait, never mind. I forgot. Duh, you have to cast Zugoff first because you need the burn. Never mind. I was doing it correct. You literally have to do Zugoff first. Which I already was doing. Because you don't have burn otherwise. Because it's not like Flamer. You don't get burned on first slot like Flamer does. Because Flamer can get early burn before Zugoff. But you can't do that with Writhing Staff. You have to cast Zugoff first. Just change the system clock on your PC. Yeah, it could always be Tuesday. Hey, will we stream until 22:22? Probably not. Because that'd be another hour, and I still haven't ate yet today. Or not that I haven't ate yet today, but I mean I haven't ate dinner yet today. I have eaten today. I actually got bagels earlier this morning. They were good. Not as good in New Jersey, though, but they were decent. For around this area's quality, they're good. For, like, overall bagel quality, they're passable. The pork whack and cheese there has so little meat and everything on it, though. Because I went to a couple different ones while I was in New Jersey for that week at the beginning of this year when I was seeing family. And every single different place had, like, so much more than I was used to. Like, it was, like, upwards of an inch thick on some of them. Yeah, you'll get one, like, from this place near me. And it's like, you, like, look at it and it's like, wait, did they even put any meat on this? Like, it's there, but it's, like, so thin. It's almost like as thin as like a dollar bill or something. Like 2 slices that thin. Whereas in the other one, it's like almost an inch thick. Quit casting Mirrorlift instead of Staff? How am I supposed to not cast Mirrorlift though? How am I supposed to get mana if I don't cast Mirrorlift? Like, Leprechaun's almost never going to give enough mana for everything on its own. There's also a lot of situations where it dies before it can even cast. The same happens to Flamerefer as well. Though on the other team, it's not as important for Flamerefer to actually cast. I don't know, that's what I've been doing every fight. It's just sometimes the circumstances don't let you. Oh, I'm just trying a different build that was suggested by Avenged. It's the same premise, just slightly different. It uses different weapon and different mana accumulator. Still the same premise though, just structured a bit differently. Oh, nice, Tyrian. Yeah, we'll probably do another stream for it. I want to say Thursday. I'm not sure if I'll be able to tomorrow. I definitely want to stream it more. It's just kind of hard currently. If they're not around tomorrow, I might. But realistically, it'll probably be Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, there we go. That's why I wanted before the stream ended. Now, why couldn't this be 5 like in next patch if we get one of those treasure things? Could you imagine just getting 5 Nisha tokens at once? What that will feel like? That is going to feel so good the very first time it happens. Just randomly getting 5 Nishas simultaneously. Half a full medal of Nisha. It's going to be so insane next patch. I'm not sure how common it is. I'm pretty sure it's pretty rare. But the first time it happens, it is going to be absolutely insane. Actually, I'll say this. We'll hand out 2 redeem codes the first time we ever get 5 Nishas at once, due to the new patch that will be kind of doing that 5 times buff thing. So the very first time it happens next patch, we'll hand out 2 redeem codes, regardless of when it happens. That is my promise to you guys. Though it might be forever until that actually happens, because I'm not sure how common they are. But when it does happen, we will hand out 2 extra redeem codes on top of everything else. But first, we need the patch to actually be here, and apparently it's not coming today. If it's not here by now, it's definitely not coming today. So it's either next week's Tuesday or the following week's Tuesday. So we still got a little ways, unless they're going to do it like midweek weirdly or something, but normally it's almost always this day, 1 hour prior to now, is around not only when our stream normally starts, but also when the patch normally goes out. And if it's not up by this point, it's definitely not happening this week. I'll do one last refresh, but yeah, it's not happening. As much as it would be amazing if they did, it definitely seems like it's next week's Tuesday or 2 weeks from now, Tuesday. So we still got a little while to wait, but it's definitely not too far away if nothing else. And it definitely seems like it's going to be kind of interesting with some of the things that it ends up doing. Seems like a lot of things that will help newer players as well as help out Explore grinding, which Explore grinding is already a pretty good place to grind. And it's going to become even better starting next patch. So it'll be interesting to see how that affects everything overall. Also, one other thing to keep in mind, I didn't even think about, I wonder how that will affect Nomapalooza. Because what happens if you have a Nomapalooza rolling in Explore while you also, like, would you be able to get the new mimics? Would they even appear? Because that'd be kind of interesting if you had both simultaneously, like how much loot that would be. That'd be some insane loot. I highly doubt that can happen simultaneously, though. I'm pretty sure the Nomapalooza would overwrite the new chest system. I'm pretty sure that new chest system only works when you don't have a Palooza currently active. Otherwise, that amount of loot would be kind of insane. So I'm kind of curious which one would have priority if it is like that. If a single gnome would have a priority, or if the mimic would have priority. Because maybe it would happen in Palooza, but the Mimic would have priority over the Palooza, oddly enough. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Those are questions we won't really know until next patch. But anyways, guys, we'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. And we'll mostly be messing around with... actually, we don't have much to do, so we'll probably... I don't know. Maybe we'll go grind all of them on stream to Explore 3. We've got like a week or two to do it. So, you know what? We might be doing a lot of different Explore and mess with a bunch of different teams. So if you have any suggestions for teams to mess around with, we might try a few different ones and just kind of see. But we might make tomorrow like a bit of an Explore testing team. Because Explore teams are going to be very, very relevant next patch. So we definitely want to go kind of messing around. Explore different Explore options. Because having a decent amount of Explore teams is going to be really relevant for next patch. So, we'll see how it goes. I had no problem, Avenge. Yeah, it's always fun doing these streams. I really appreciate talking to all of you guys. It's always been a lot of fun. And I still do it to this day. Let's see. Oh, sorry, what was your last comment? I didn't see the thing. You know, this is hard to explain with the lag. You do cast Marilith first to fill Zugoff and staff, but you're casting Marilith a second time. Well, I only do it in case they're... Well, I guess, yeah, if you have both staff and Marilith, and the second time it would make more sense to cast the staff. It really just depends. Some of those battles I kind of wanted to get the Zugoff up. It really just depends how the battle's going, though. Let's see. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. We'll be back soon. And, yeah, we'll mess with more Explore teams. And go from there, because it's going to be really relevant for next patch. Catch you guys then. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.